Modeling the air motor bolt for the steam engine assembly. We're going to model this air motor bolt. It's 3 inches in length and it has a 3/4 inch knurled head on the bolt. This shaft is 2.5 inches with 3/4 of an inch external thread, which is going to be a 3/8 24 UNF 2A type threaded component. I'm not going to show how to model the knurl. It's a little complicated, but you're welcome to. If you go on YouTube, you can search Solidworks knurl and there's some short videos on how to create that. And then that's going to fit in on our steam engine assembly right here. And what it does is it pushes against this spring, which holds the top here against this component right here, and we can adjust the tension so that this will slide back and forth as the motor goes up and down for the exhaust and the intake. So let's get started. We're going to start a new file. Let's say File New. Create a part. We'll say OK. Plain white. We're going to create this on the right plane. I'm going to select the right plane, create a sketch. Make sure that your units are in inch, pound, and seconds, and we'll get started. We'll extrude this a thickness of 1/2 inch. I'm going to reverse it. I like to keep things in the same orientation as I model them for the assembly. We'll select this face to create a sketch on. Spacebar normal 2. Sketch. Circle. Wake up the origin. And we'll put a 3/8 inch diameter smart dimension on that. And we'll extrude that 2.5 inches. Green check mark. We'll add the chamfers, 1/32 chamfer here, here, and here. And then we'll add the external thread. Chamfer, 1/32. And we could put one here too. Alright, so now we have our bolt modeled. Let's add the threads to it. We can access the threading tool right here. Say thread. And then we'll select this edge right here. And we'll set up the conditions for that. This will be blind. The distance for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset this thread slightly so that when we have the lead in for the thread that it actually engages. Otherwise it will not actually work. And so what you want to do is you want to use this slight offset 0.1, and we're going to reverse that so it comes off of the part. And then since the thread length is 3/4 of an inch and I offset it 100 thousandths, I'm going to add that to the length of the thread, making it 0.85 instead of 0.750. That way we have the right length on our thread. Green check mark. And there we go. And then we have a nice lead in on the thread. And typically if I 3D print something like this, what I would do is I would chase it down with a die, which is a tool that looks like this. And so typically you'll have a tool and die set. You can pick these up at Harbor Freight if you want something relatively inexpensive. And then this will be used to cut external threads onto our part. Alright, let's add a color to this. Let's say we'll make it out of gold or something like that. Save the file, and that completes how to model the bolt for the air motor steam engine.